Yo, Sanjay Uchiha here, people, giving you another Dragon Ball Super manga segment. Now, before we get into it, be sure to rate, comment, subscribe. It really helps me out going forward in this quote unquote YouTube career, whatever thingamajig. But yeah, so last week I did a video concerning Dragon Ball Super manga chapter 27 and my impressions on it, but at that time, the chapter hadn't been fully translated. You can check out that. This, I guess, is kind of like an extended look on the chapter, like a follow up to that video. But I'm going to be reviewing. Oh, stupid pop up. I'm going to be reviewing this chapter, I suppose. I'm going to kind of do a different format here, kind of go through page by page with you guys, and I guess give my thoughts going through. I'd already browsed through, but let's see what happens here. So, similar to how I said in my impressions video regarding this chapter, is that this chapter, it's basically the first half of it is essentially just the same as the start of the Universal Survival arc, where we see Goku going around from the market, actually doing his job and all that. And it's basically the same as that part of the episode 77, I suppose. But going through, there are some subtle differences for the first part. I kind of like how it starts off, things are pretty chill. And it's a nice start to the arc compared to, considering we just got out of the Future Trunks arc in the manga at least. And I must say, it's not a major deal, but it's probably the arts that's really kind of getting me to say, hey, Toyotaro really knows how to do his thing as we kind of go through here. Let's see, yeah. No, we already told you we're taking your truck. Give me the key already. Is this guy an idiot? Also, you're trying to steal it. That's right. We finally get it. I'll show you. So, it's small. Awesome. Today's our lucky day. So going through here, it seems that, yeah, it's basically the same as that part. I guess I'll save the remainder of my commentary for actually when I reach the second half, which is really where I want to comment on. Yeah, I can't forgive you guys. You understand the section here. What's this? I kind of like this right here, like Goku just kind of flicks him with his finger. It's a good show of how powerful it is compared to these guys at this point. I mean, they're just regular humans still, so it's to be expected, to say the least. But you can see that the difference here is that Goku, after knocking them out, Goku doesn't go get a jam to Flintstones like this. That's funny coming from Goku. It's kind of ironic, ridiculous, I suppose. When I want to, as I said that, he said, "I'm gonna want to talk. I'll show you." Die. Nice. It's kind of becoming like a thing for a character to do that catching motion with the bullets at this point in the series. But what should I do? What should I be able to train? And it basically turns out the same way that he gets a bruise on his hand from one of the bullets. And so yeah, this much. Of course, these two are one printer with bones in their heads. I'm sure children will figure out money. Well, and it's a nice touch that Goku actually carried them in to get some reward money, basically collecting a bounty there. And here we have Vegeta training with Whis, which nice touch. You're getting better, Vegeta. Your moves are getting sharper, bored. Of course, grounds of origin. So it's why it's unusual, and so because I'm trying to it's a monster, it's a survivor. Well, even though yes, Goku was stronger than him during that battle, but it's only because he mastered Super Saiyan Blue. Let's see. Continuing on here. Shaman's rivals. So, and here we have Beerus's pride kind of getting the best of him. I definitely love Beerus's character. He's one of the better things about this Dragon Ball Renaissance, I suppose. Oh wait, hold on. I'll go back there. Vegeta, sorry. German, so I'll do it again. What? Accepts. Alright, so here's the part that's really the talk of the town. It's been a few years. Same as I was before. So that's Vegeta going straight into Super Saiyan Blue. So as I kind of skip through the pages here, let me kind of start about my main commentary. So the talk of the town is Super Saiyan Blue. Vegeta mastered Super Saiyan Blue later on in this chapter as well versus Beerus, and they talk of the power scale and how Goku and Vegeta are still nowhere near Beerus. I mean, it's ambiguous in terms of, I guess, a percentage, how close they are to Beerus at this point. For all we know, it could just be like 0.1%, literally. As usual, apart from that, the art is so damn good here. See, that's not enough. More confirmation for those people who still think Super Saiyan God is stronger than Super Saiyan Blue. So boom, flicks Vegeta. That. The thing is, what I liked about the manga and what it corrected in the Battle of Gods arc that made it so much easier to power scale things going forward is that they didn't include the plot point of Goku keeping his Super Saiyan God power, like his, say for example, if he was a 1 in his base and he became like 100,000 in his Super Saiyan God form, the whole plot point of him now being at 100,000 even though he's not in Super Saiyan God form. That made it so much easier and so much more believable to say, okay, they're definitely not close to Beerus. So it's to be expected. I didn't actually think they'd be close to Beerus at all, really. They've done 3 years of training, Time Chamber, a bit of training here and there with Whis. They've done a bunch of training and perfected Super Saiyan Blue. So, I mean, damn it. This is a nice touch. I wish this was in the anime, honestly. Shoot, again, his ass whoops. Quick. And here it is, the moment. Mastered Super Saiyan Blue. I wonder how Beast knew about that. Probably Goku had shown him after actually. I don't know. It feels strange that we should say that it's the same form as Goku. Like, I guess time constraints. He probably saw it off screen. Go ahead and do it. Okay, nice. Let's continue. Super Saiyan Blue. That's cool. A bit on the last. I'm doing too bad. I'm crazy. Punch got ya. Did he shredded? Cocky. Ah boy. Vegeta is down. I'm gonna use a new data rate. I'll take you on 1,000,000 years to come. Be on my rival. Maybe plan to to create the value. I can't forget change that language. Dismiss. The value change the second set. So later, yep. Basically, that same speech from Resurrection F, the movie and the arc. Central. That's all I need. About prayer for a while. Well, I found this up to which way it's following me. So all around. Almost right now. I thought we could invite Vegeta too. Can we meet up here in an hour? He's already here with me. Huh? Of course, going on for his daughter to be born. Birth. Come to see me. Goku oblivious as usual. Or probably ignorant would be the better term. Poor Goku. All they say we I sworn it took 35 minutes for them to actually get from Beerus's world to Earth, but whatever. Just like the anime. Now I know this is gonna cause some complaints in the fandom. Goku not knowing when Gohan or Goten was born. Well, Goten obvious, but Gohan you'd think he was there. So Super has been killing Goku's character. I mean, he wasn't the best, but it's been just wiping his character all over the floor where being a father is concerned. But whatever. You may not be a fan, but you're a terrible father. No, this is crazy. No, it's just funny to see how much Vegeta has developed from the murderer he was to the family man he is now. It's good seeing him. Dang it, it's insane. You know, let's go already. Where's right here? It's good. So it's on the Jeff. I mean, I'm gonna shake my life in the field. But I'm gonna talk about sponsors. Of course, nonsense. Savage is really strong as long as I go for chances. Something like that. Search again. Yeah, sure. I'm gonna do around Fairway, let's reserve. Everyone's aren't there? Just and there you have it, people. The end of the chapter. So Goku goes to Zeno as expected, and there goes my nets. But yeah, so Goku goes to Zeno essentially. So I think it was a good start to the universal survival arc in the manga. Nice changes as usual, interesting changes. I definitely love the Vegeta versus Beerus fight. Kind of definitely gave us an idea after all this time how Goku and Vegeta would stack up against Beerus, which I definitely love. As we know, the power scale definitely makes more sense in the manga because the initial plot point that I mentioned earlier in this video was taken out of the Battle of Gods arc. So I think it definitely makes sense to me. Beerus, it was never implied how much power Beerus was using in the fight against Super Saiyan God. It was, if you actually look at that fight in the manga, Beerus didn't really put out much effort, if at all. So there was that. So yeah, I think it definitely makes sense. And this does mean that he could definitely have taken out Goku Black and merged Zamasu. Well, he's still immortal, so yeah, whatever. But definitely entertaining chapter. I'm looking forward next month. As usual, the art is good, top notch. Love the choreography of the fight. But yeah, Sandro here, and I'll see you in the next one.